Two Coast Guard medevacs in a single day shines light on a fight that's been waging for nearly 40 years. Residents of King Cove say they need a road to the all-weather airport in Cold Bay. But as KTVA Charlotte Green reports, the federal government is standing in the way.
Well, that's right, Alexis. Interior Secretary Sally Jewell decided back in December that, quote, building a road through the Eisenbeck National Wildlife Refuge would cause irreversible damage not only to the refuge, but to the wildlife that depend on it. Now, after 4 medevacs this year alone, residents of King Cove are left to ask, what about the people?
That subtle wheeze little Wyatt lets out is a sign of progress.
Still got the cough and a little groggy through his nose and breathing, but he's doing better and better. That's a good thing.
A very good thing, considering Wyatt actually stopped breathing while waiting 6 hours for a medevac to Anchorage. That's where he received life-saving care. Waiting next to Wyatt in King Cove's primary care clinic, his father, Walter Wilson, in excruciating pain after 600 pounds of fishing equipment nearly crushed him.
It's like in the afternoon when it happened, and got here like the morning after it had happened.
And all that time?
Yeah, I was just couldn't do nothing. My hips were out of place until I got here and to Anchorage.
It's a story out of the Alaska Peninsula that has become far too common.
We're thankful that we haven't lost anybody, but my God, we need this road.
King Cove Mayor Henry Mack has been fighting for the road that would have saved Walter and Wyatt and so many others from wasting precious time just waiting. The gravel road would connect the small community of King Cove to the all-weather airport in Cold Bay, where patients could immediately fly to Anchorage to receive critical care. With no road, the Coast Guard is tasked to transport patients.
They're gracious men and women who come and help save our people. We had a road that we could get over to Cold Bay. We didn't have to have the Walter Jr.'s and his son, the Irene Newmans. Yeah, this little guy right here.
And Mac's own grandson, Nick, suffering respiratory failure, forced to wait 7 hours for a medevac.
You sit there and you watch him try to gasp for air. You just got to hold him close, rub him,
Setting aside the suffering of the men, women, and children of King Cove, Secretary of the Interior Sally Jewell has decided the Eisenbeck National Wildlife Refuge needs protecting more than these residents need that road.
I worry for my family and everyone else that lives there. There'll be more of access getting out when you need to.
While Walter and Wyatt heal, they'll serve as yet another mile marker on the long-awaited road to King Cove.
Secretary of the Interior Sally Jewell's office responded to my request to speak with her via email, citing her December 23rd statement on this decision, saying, quote, I understand the need for reliable methods of medical transport from King Cove, but I have concluded that other methods of transport remain that could be improved to meet community needs. Advocates for the road to Cold Bay are planning to travel to Washington, D.C. this coming week to speak with the Interior Secretary. Bonnie?
All right, Charlotte, thanks.